What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Prince YouTube PS Compulsion signing in here, aka Prince Anthony. And if you guys missed that last episode, you guys will miss us finally getting into that 8th spot in the Eastern Conference. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the playoff picture. After starting the season like 4-18, we bounced back to get into, you guys have no idea how big that is and how hard that is. Even though we're in the Eastern Conference, that don't matter. All the props, all the credit goes to this squad. We've really been balling out. You guys also missed a huge trade for Dario Saric, and you missed a lit game against Orlando Magic and the Brooklyn Nets. Go back and watch that last episode, bro. If you missed that last episode, which a lot of you guys did, stop this video right now, go back, check it out. Even if you don't watch the whole video, you guys gotta watch our game against the Brooklyn Nets. Extremely lit game. We beat them twice this season, bro. The best team in the Eastern Conference, we beat them twice? It's lit. So now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we won back-to-back games beating the Magic and the Brooklyn Nets. We are 19-21 for this season. We are in the playoff picture. What's next for this team before we could actually get to the All-Star break? Well, I'll tell you what's next. It's time to keep on racking up those W's. And we're going to do so by only facing off against teams that's currently in the playoff picture. Up next, we are going to be facing off against the Sacramento Kings. They are a playoff team, but then we have a very hard schedule heading into the All-Star break. I mean, after that game against the Kings, we're supposed to be facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. Right now, they are dead last in the Western Conference. Let that sink in. Porzingis and Luka, not enough for the Mavs on 2K. But then we're facing off against the Pistons. They're a playoff team. The Boston Celtics are a playoff team. The Lakers are a playoff team. The Denver Nuggets, Orlando Magic. Then we're facing off against the Celtics again. The 76ers are a playoff team. That's a nationally televised game. Also, the Houston Rockets, bro. Our upcoming schedule is a little bit tough, so I'm going to have to play a lot of these games, bro. So before we get to our game against the Sacramento Kings, looking at their roster, their starting five is pretty lit. De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Marvin Bagley. But then the second unit for that squad looks like trash. So I have no idea how they're doing so well for the season. They're 4th place in the Wild Western Conference with a bench that bad, bro. Anything is possible, I guess. So now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes your Charlotte Hornets pulling up to the arena fresh AF. D-Lo, Bradley Beal, I see you dressing to impress. Dress in express. Let's get it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charlotte as we get ready to face off against the Sacramento Kings. Now looking at the starting lineups real quick, same starting five as before. D-Lo, Bradley Beal, Miles Bridges, Dario Saric, and Steven Adams. Then for the Kings, De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Marvin Bagley, and Reed Dean. This is going to be an extremely lit game. Can we win 3 games in a row? It's time to ball out. So on the first possession of this game, De'Aaron Fox tried to take it to the basket. He gets blocked, and then look at this. Miles Bridges took it all the way to the basket, laying it up and in. Then Buddy Hield missed a good look at a 3-pointer. You guys already know, as soon as we get that rebound, we are running, we are pushing the tempo. Bradley Beal all the way to the basket. And then look at this, Dario Saric getting into the action, getting the steal, taking it all the way to the rim. And bro, this ended up being the best first quarter I ever played, as D-Lo got the crazy and won. If you are not looking at the scoreboard, we are destroying the Hall of Fame CPU right now. They are still on 0. We have 13, and then look at this, Bradley Beal all the way to the basket, 15-0, bro. We came out and smacked the Sacramento Kings in their face, but they finally get on the board, hitting a tough shot. I don't understand how he made that shot, but for the entire first quarter, they couldn't get nothing else to go. But then look at this, D-Lo pulls up, knocking down the 3. Let's go. We came out just swinging and beating up the Sacramento Kings. They're not playing no defense at all. Look at that. I'm getting to the basket with ease on every single possession, and on every single possession for them, they are missing. They came out cold as ice. D-Lo to the basket. That should have been another and one. Like, bro, to start this game, I had the best first quarter I ever played on NBA 2K ever. We had 26 and the Hall of Fame CPU had 2. Like, let that sink in. 2 points for the Hall of Fame CPU in the first quarter, and we had 26. Talk about domination. We destroyed them from, since the first quarter ended, it was a no contest. Taking you guys to the second quarter, no defense. None at all for the Sacramento Kings. I am just getting to the basket whenever I feel like it. Look at this. They are still stuck on 2 points to start the second quarter. They're not playing any defense. We have 30 points. They have 2. But then, of course, they started scoring. But doesn't really matter. Willie Hernangomez, perfect release, knocking down the 3. And then look at this possession. No defense, bro. They're not playing no D. So taking you guys to the third quarter, I wanted to push this lead up as much as possible. D-Lo missed. But Steven Adams dunked on his opponent and won. Perfect play there. Look at this. D-Lo misses. Steven Adams right there. And he started beasting in the third quarter. The man's got a takeover. Look at that. Inside to Steven Adams. The pick and roll was working every single time. Even with the second unit. Look at that. Too easy. Now here we are in the fourth quarter. Trying to end this game as soon as possible. But I did want to have at least a 30-point lead against the Hall of Fame CPU. That would make me feel so good. So I was still pouring on the offense. Look at this. Willie Hernangomez wide open for 3, knocking it down. And then look at this possession. I was trying to draw the foul, but I got that shot to go. Needless to say, we destroyed the Sacramento Kings. We couldn't get that victory by 30, but we did win by 27, so I'll take that. Now, looking at the box score for the Sacramento Kings, I mean, can't really say much about it. Jalen Jones leading scorer of the game for them, but nobody on their team got into double figures. That's sad. But now looking at the box score for our squad, perfect team win, perfect team effort. Everybody was scoring. My man Steven Adams with a mean double-double. Willie Hernangomez off the bench did his thing. D'Angelo Russell finally had a good game, and his great game started in the first quarter. He was really balling out in the first quarter. I think he had like 10 of his 12 points in that first quarter. So we won 3 games in a row, and we beat a playoff team. Let's get it. But now, here's where things really get interesting. So, first off, we have a new task from our sponsor, Express. Then on top of that, we have a trade offer from the Denver Nuggets. Let's see what they got to offer. So now here is the Nuggets GM in my office. I'm like, let me see your offer, bro. And he wants Malik Monk and a trade exception for Bogdan. Honestly speaking, this would be a pretty good trade, but I really don't want to give up Malik Monk right now. He's the perfect backup behind Bradley Beal. So I was like, I don't know. I don't want to give up Malik Monk, but maybe I could hit him with that counter offer. And that counter offer is Ish Smith and Torrey Craig for Bogdan. And I offered him the trade, and I did not expect him to hit me with a counter offer, but he wants 2 second rounders with Ish Smith and Torrey Craig for Bogdan, bro. I'm accepting this trade. I will be a fool not to accept this trade. This dude would fit perfectly on our squad. Have Miles Bridges come off the bench behind him. Bro, offense for days. I am accepting this trade. The Denver Nuggets have agreed to my trade offer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the squad, Bogdan. Bro, we really just got Bogdan. We got my son Boggy on the squad. And we literally had to give up nothing, bro. Ish Smith, he gets no playing time. Torrey Craig, no playing time. 2 second rounders. We wasn't going to use those to begin with. So this is a perfect trade, bro. Like, we really just got Bogey. Let that sink in. Another huge trade for our squad. So now our starting 5 is looking like D'Lo, Bradley Beal, Bogey, Dario Saric, and Steven Adams. Offense for days, bro. With so many great offensive threats on our squad, there is no way we can't at least get to the 6th seed, bro. That's my aim, to get to that 6th seed. I think it's possible. But since we did end up trading Ish Smith, he was a 3rd string point guard just in case Jarian Grant gets injured. I wanted to get another point guard that could also play the shooting guard position if Malik Monk was to get injured, and he could come off the bench behind that. So I honestly just needed another guard on the squad, specifically someone that could play defense and isn't injury prone. And I found Shaquille Harrison, pretty good defender. He could score inside. That's all I really want. So Shaquille Harrison, I brought him into my office, offered him a minimum contract, 1-year deal. He accepted it, of course. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the squad, Shaquille Harrison. And oh yeah, before I forget, we got a new task from Express. This dude is always bothering me for some BS. I bet you he's gonna tell me he wants to keep the win streak going. And guess what the rep asked for to keep the winning streak going? Of course, I'ma promise to complete that, because up next we're supposed to be facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. They are dead last in the Western Conference, so that should be a pretty easy victory. So now, after meeting with the rep, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We leveled up once again. We are on level 15 here on this Mygm 2.0 series. And guess what? I earned one more skill point and I gained an extra 0.5 AP per day. So that's extremely lit. I should be getting at least 3 to 4 action points per day. And in terms of the skill that I'm going to unlock, I decided that I'm going to go with the price and feedback skill, which allows the GM to see price and feedback for our squad. And I think that's very important, because right now, if you guys can't tell from our profit on the lower right hand corner of the screen, we are in the negative. So it'll be always good to see what fans are thinking about our ticket prices, concession prices, etc, etc. Our prices in general when it comes to this team. That way we can honestly adjust the prices so that we're making money and keeping the fans happy. So now looking at the pricing graph real quick, our tickets used to be $31. That's extremely cheap. Then I bumped it up to $35. Then I bumped it up to $40, which is the current price for a ticket to see the Charlotte Hornets. So right now, $40 tickets, parking is $7, but since our fan attendance been at 100%, literally for the entire season, we got straight sellouts for all of our home games. And because we've been winning a lot of games recently, and because we just acquired Bogdan, my son Boggy, I think I'm gonna raise those prices a little bit more. So like I said, ticket prices are $40, parking price is $7. Those are the only things that I'm gonna change right now. I don't really care about anything else, to be honest. It's all about the ticket prices and parking. That's the two main things that's really gonna bring in revenue for our squad. So I decided to bump the ticket price up to $55 and the parking price up to $10. And in terms of the public opinion, as you can see, it's still in the green, meaning the fans, they're happy with the price. They're happy with what they're getting. That's good. So if the team continues to do well, I'm probably going to increase that price up a little bit more. It's all about the money, baby. Let's get it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we end this episode with 2 more new players on our squad. Shaquille Harrison. If you don't remember, when we first signed him, his overall was a 70, but now it bumped up to a 74 thanks to our team chemistry and the way that we've been playing. So that's pretty good. His defense went up to a B+ as well. That's pretty lit. And then looking at my son Boggy, his overall is a 78. He will be starting at the small forward position. He will be starting at the 3. Miles Bridges coming off the bench behind him. And then if either of those guys get injured, Justin Anderson is going to get some playing time. So that's lit. So ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about our trade for Bogey and our signing of Shaquille Harrison, and what you thought about that game. I mean, we destroyed the Sacramento Kings, bro. Like, 20-point lead after the first quarter. Insane. Holding the Hall of Fame CPU to 2 points. Insane. In the next episode, I don't know what game I'm going to play, to be honest. I want to skip that game against the Dallas Mavericks. As a matter of fact, I am going to skip that game versus the Dallas Mavericks. That should be an easy W. And I might skip the game against the Detroit Pistons, although they are a playoff team, because I want to play against the Boston Celtics. And I definitely want to play that game against the Los Angeles Lakers. That is out. Yo, those two teams, those are our true test right there. If we could beat the Lakers and the Celtics, we're lit. Yeah, make sure that you guys leave a comment in the comment section below. You guys know I love those comments. Also, make sure you leave a like, and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because if you made it all the way to the end of the episode and you did not leave a like, you didn't leave a comment, you didn't subscribe to the channel, that's some real shady business. But if you did make it to the end of this episode and you did all 3 of those things, you are loved and you are appreciated and you are the real MVP. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you're all caught up on this series. We are almost to the all-star break. Things are heating up. We are making some good trades. This team is looking great. Click the playlist right there. Make sure that you're all caught up. And also, check out my Las Vegas Royales, my league series. Playlist is right there waiting to be clicked, baby. Just click it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is the Prince of YouTube, signing out.